I want to talk about kind of how I got to the place where I realized I needed to scale my business, but I couldn't use the same tools I was using before, or I couldn't use those tools alone. I had to add some other items and tools to my business to really scale and run a legitimate business. So I got into network marketing like a lot of people do. And if you're not a network marketer, that's okay. This really can apply to anyone who wants to use social media to scale. But I got into social selling, I should say, kind of like a lot of people do, just for fun. I enjoyed the products and I thought, why not share? But I was pretty set on building my career in corporate America because I thought that's just what I'm supposed to do. And so I kind of had it on the side. But then my eyes started to open when I saw other leaders building legitimate businesses, doing something from home. I knew I wanted to be a mom. I actually had just gotten engaged. And so I thought, okay, maybe I need to pay more attention. So I started to put more time and effort. But then I kind of met this like point in the road where I realized, okay, if I ever want to actually make this a legitimate business and double, triple my income, I can't put in double and triple the effort. I'm already putting in quite a bit. And I just can't imagine growing the same way I have, because already when I was bringing clients on, I kind of felt like I was all over the place, and I'd have some months that were huge and then other months were low because I was managing all of that. It just wasn't a system, and it wasn't a clean business, a legitimate business that ran. And if, a brick and mortar company did it this way, they would shut down their doors because it was all over the place, right? And I had big goals, but I thought, how am I going to get there? So I started to watch and see what the pros were doing. And one of the things that they were doing is there's a piece of their business that was working for them. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. These are 3 of the things that I believe when I implemented had a major effect for me, going from having fun with a hobby, probably a little more than a hobby, making maybe $1,000, $2,000 a month, scaling all the way to $10,000 months and rank advancing 5 times in 1 year. That was the biggest year I had in my business, and it launched me. But what's really amazing is I did not put in 10 times the effort. I was just working much smarter. So let me share screen and get into this presentation for you guys. All right. So let me check over here. I want to make sure, give me a second, that you can see my presentation. Woohoo! All right. We are rocking and rolling. So let me share. Okay, so traditional growth strategy. And these are things that I still do today, you're probably doing today, and they're very important to do. And a lot of social media training focuses on these things. In fact, when I train on this course, I still cover these because they're really important. So posting on Facebook, stories on Instagram and Facebook, if you're doing reels, all of these things, however you're doing it. And you don't have to do all of these things per se, but whatever you're doing to communicate to an audience, that's a good thing. And it works well. And it's important to do, and it requires daily work. You have to constantly show up and do it. And that's okay. There are parts of our business that do require us to show up. Other strategies that I see people doing, that I've done, maybe you're doing, is running free groups, launch parties. You probably maybe have a customer VIP group, an info group, possibly. Every now and then you have a theme. For example, maybe you're in the fitness industry, so you're doing a theme on how to gain muscle and lose fat, right? So maybe it's an info group on a certain topic. But the main strategy involves you adding people to a group. So you're posting, let's say on your Facebook or your Instagram stories or a reel, and you're saying who wants to be part of this group, and then you're adding those people into that group. Okay. And I follow this method too. This is great. And if you're doing these things, that's awesome. And it is going to propel you from here to probably here. Okay. So you don't want to stop doing these things. I still do these things too. This is the current flow that I was in, and maybe you can relate to this. So I would market to my audience through posting and free groups. I would sign on some new clients sometimes. I would handhold those clients. I would sign on maybe every now and then a new team member. I would handhold those new team members, but my sales were inconsistent because some months I was doing a lot of handholding, some months I was doing selling, and I would get deep in with the clients and helping them see results. And then I would not be as strong on my selling, and then that would fall. And then the next month I'd pick it back up. And so my business was kind of like this, and it's very hard to scale when you have so many dips and valleys in your business. So why automate a piece of your business? For one, it frees up time to spend on your business instead of in your business. Okay. And so that's how you can really scale your business. Everyone gets the best experience from you. So think about it this way. It's awesome when you're touching every client, but what if 1 month you sign on 5 new clients and then the next month you or your child or someone in your family is sick? What happens to those 5 clients? They're not going to get the best experience, right? And so you want to make it possible so that no matter where you're at in your life, they are all getting the same experience. And if you want to give additional touches, you can. But when you automate a piece of that system, then no matter what happens in your life, that's okay. They're not going to feel the impact of whatever's going on for you. And so you can still get to choose that extra support, like I say on here. You can spend more time with your loved ones. Most people that want to get into business for themselves have monetary goals, have exciting goals, but we also have a piece of us that we don't want to do that traditional 9 to 5, 40-hour work week because we want to spend our time with our loved ones. And so if you're spending all your time busy in the trenches of your business and your business isn't even producing the results you want, why are you taking your time away from your family? So that's another piece of automation that's incredible. It can increase your earnings. And that, I think I said earlier, when I saw that huge jump was when I automated a piece of my business. And far less burnout. The number one reason business owners quit is because of burnout. So my first tip to scale is to automate your inbound leads. You are not going to get to your goals if you're waiting for your followers on Facebook and Instagram to always see your post and then decide to buy. You have got to have some type of lead generating machine. And groups, Facebook groups, I'm seeing it time and time again now. People who are in this industry are saying, hey, why are we forgetting about groups? Groups are generating tons of revenue for people who are taking advantage of them. But it's not groups like I said on that previous slide, free groups and info groups. You have to format your group in a way where you're using the right keywords so that every morning when you wake up, people are coming to you, seeking you out and what you offer. I don't care if it's real estate, you're a photographer, you're in the wellness industry, you're doing workout clothes, whatever it is, there is a need. Okay. And it's not going to be your company name group. Okay. But there are people that need something that you have to offer. And if you use the right keywords, people will find you and your group is going to grow from 200 to 500 to 700 to 1,000 and more members. But these are going to be the people that you want to talk to. So these are not cold leads. And then when you nurture these relationships, you nurture them in the group and off of Facebook. And this is so important. And I'm going to jump into it right now. So how do you nurture them off of Facebook? Guys, repeat after me. We do not own our Facebook or our Instagram. Mark Zuckerberg does. And this is huge because if it ever shuts down, you don't want to lose your business. I don't want to teach you how to grow. And then all of a sudden it's gone. And now you're at 0.0 and you have nothing. We don't own our Facebook. We don't own our Instagram. We own our email, okay? No matter what email server you use, your contacts are saved on your hard drive. They should be in an Excel document, maybe in multiple places. Your email is yours, okay? And we own it. And when people willingly give you their email because they want the content that you're delivering, and this is actually such a seamless process. It's not a ton of work. You put the work up front and it will feed your audience forever and nurture those relationships. So I want to show you a couple examples. Earlier, that was an email I sent out in April, and these are all people that responded back to me. So I sent one email to my distribution list, and these people all responded back to me that they're interested in this last day to join my group. Up above are 2 messages. I sent this email this morning. This is today, right? So it was 6:34, and I got those responses almost immediately, also via email. Hey girl, I need to order my stuff, and then I'm in. So these are not individual messages. So I'm not going crazy over here trying to individually message tons of people. I do send individual messages. Sometimes that's just the way it needs to be, right? People are DMing me on Instagram or Facebook, so I'm responding back. But do you see how I can hit so many more people? And these are people that willingly signed up to hear from me because they want to hear what I have to say about XYZ topic. Any industry that you're in. Email is king. Email closes. Email metrics can give us important information. And knowing those email metrics is mind-blowing. You know who opened up your email, who clicked on what, and you can do valuable things with that information. And then when you create an email drip campaign, that drip campaign, I can add a qualified lead, and for the next 20 weeks, just sit back and let that email drip campaign do its thing. Usually around email 9 or 10 is when people start to get curious and convert to a customer. But I'm not doing anything. That is all an automated process. And then my third tip is client and team member onboarding. And this has to be streamlined and automated. So if you're retyping onboarding messages every time a person joins you, or if you've got a team member and you've only got one email that you send them that's got tons of information, that is super overwhelming. So it's instead, think about creating a drip campaign for your team members. So maybe on day 1, they get a welcome email with a couple of tasks. Day 2, they get a second email, do these things. Day 3, so every day you're giving them a little action item. The chances that that team member is going to succeed is so much higher when you've got 2 weeks of action items instead of one day, this email that has 100 steps or 10 steps, whatever it is, right? That can be really overwhelming when you just launch your business. And the cool thing about it is when you put this into place, your team can easily duplicate what you do. And duplication is the name of the game if you are if you are in the network marketing industry, okay? Okay, so it should be the click of a button. If you bring on a team member or client, you should click one button and then everything should just take off from there. You can do this with email or text messaging funnels. Text messaging funnels work great too. So I have one, this is not the right number because I didn't want everyone to type it in because I do pay for this. But for example, if a client joins me and wants to do the cleanse, a lot of times they don't want to do the cleanse when I'm running a mass group. And so I just say, hey, no problem. Text cleanse to this number. And every day they're going to wake up to a message from me that I've created when I first put the system in place. But I don't have to constantly do that. If they respond back and they have questions, it is me that are going to get in present live time. All right. So remember, if you're working in your business, you will not have time and the opportunity to work on your business. And if you don't work on your business, it will not grow to the level that you want. Okay, so in conclusion, the old ways work at first, but to get from good to great, you need a process. Automation can nurture the entire process from lead generation. So bringing that person in who's the ideal fit for what you can solve, to closing the deal and assisting your clients after they purchase, and even upgrading clients to team members if that's your business model, all the way from that very first touch all the way through the process that can be automated. And so you can give your customers and team members extra attention, the ones who need it, the ones who earn it. Think about that because you're freed up from all of that busy work, right? That constant same messages you're sending over and over. Automation does not mean you don't pay your clients attention. Just remember that, right? You actually pay them better attention because the stuff that doesn't matter is the little things are being automated. So now if someone's really struggling, you have that time to give to that person, right? That extra attention. These systems don't only help you, but allow you to help your team plug right into the model that you have built. Okay. So those are 3 things that you can do to automate your business and scale your business so that your business can grow and your stress level is reduced. When your stress level is reduced and you're finding success, you're going to be happier in your business and more confident, and happier, more confident business owners attract more people to them. It's all part of that cycle. So when I created the Social Media Mastery course, I thought of everything I just taught you, and that's just one module out of the 7 that I teach is how to do this process. So is it right for you? Let me tell you exactly what I do in that course. So my style of teaching is do this, do this. So I share screen, we build everything I told you together. We click on that together. I say, hey, okay, we're going to build this today. So we're going to click on this button. We're going to click over here. You're going to do this, and we're going to build this out. That's one module. So these automation processes I just told you about is one module out of the 7. So there's 52 self-led videos by me that I've completed. We have a weekly Zoom as a group. So all of the members, and that's me talking strategy. You bring whatever you're going through and we talk through it as a team or as a group. And I help anyone on that call. There are 2 one-on-one sessions with me where I work with you on your goals. And then at the end, I look at what you've put in place and give my feedback of what we need to change or what is working well. There's a private members only Facebook group. So if you need help right now on something, you have that. And it's accountability, mentorship, idea sharing, and community. And that kicks off on January 9th. If you like what you saw, this is not for everyone. I have to tell you, it's really not. You've got to be someone that wants to scale, that sees the value in what I just told you. And you want to move your business in this direction so that it is an incredible engine that's working for you. this group is going to be awesome. We are also going to get into posting strategy and how to recycle content on multiple channels. So you're working smarter, not harder. That's some of the other stuff that we'll cover in the course. Okay. Feel free to comment below if you have questions. I'm more than happy to answer questions for you guys. And then if you are interested in learning more about this course, or if you do want information or to sign up, or even if you want to do like a 15-minute little call with me and we can talk about your business and see if it's the right fit for you, feel free to just send me a message or just comment below and I'm happy to give you guys more info. But I hope that was helpful. I hope that I opened up your eyes to how your business can truly be a legitimate functioning business that that brings you leads on autopilot, converts well, right? So you have a high conversion ratio. You are less stressed in your business and you're attracting people that feel that positive energy from you. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great day and I'll look down below later on for some questions and see if I can help out over there. Bye.